Hey, 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 good looking. You want to sit there and see what we all have cooking? Well, grab a hold of that vine, swing right onto my kitchen, and let's get cooking. Good looking. Hey there, good looking. I'm so glad that you came into the kitchen today because I figured maybe you might want to sit there and see what I all do when I am testing a recipe out to see if it can be done on the Instapot. Well, today I'm doing just that. I want to sit there and see if my beloved Instapot can make a pizza. That's right. I know this may sound way off the wall, but I'm bringing you along. I have one loaf of bread, or dough. I divided it up into fours. I went ahead, I shaped out around for like little individual pizzas that you would get like at Pizza Hut. Back in the 80s they did these little individual size pizzas, and we're gonna sit there and take a little make from that, and we're gonna run with it. So I have the 4 pizza crusts that I've already spread out. Now I went ahead, I made a template of what like a little pizza pan would look like, but it's out of cardboard and tinfoil. Nothing fancy dancy. And oh yeah, wish me luck on this one. Have yourself a piece of cardboard. This just happens to be an empty cracker box. Now, remember our famous trivets that came with our Instapots? Go ahead, lay that down. Have yourself a Sharpie marker and just trace around the outside as such. This right out of the cardboard. Now I have my scissors. Go ahead, pick up our template, and we're just going to go and cut around what we just traced. So I'm going to grab our pizza template, lay it right down on to the individual size pizza pan that we're creating. There's your individual size pizza pan, just like I showed you here. I'm going to put a little bit of touch of oil down so the dough does not stick. I put some oil down. Now let's just go ahead and cover the whole bottom. That way our dough doesn't stick to it. Like I say, I'm taking you along on an experiment with me just so you guys can get an idea of some of the things I do while I'm trying out new recipes or experimenting on ones and trying to convert things over to the Instapot. Now, pizza rounds that I've sat there and somewhat spread out, I docked them as well. The size of the pan, go for it. All right, that one's all ready. So, our individual size pizzas. There, I got the 4 pizza trays all made. The pizza dough is all spread out on the 4 little pizza trays that we made. Now we got 4 individual size pizzas that we're going to be trying out and hoping like heck they're going to be able to be done in our beloved Instapots. So now let's just quick go into what some of the ingredients that I'm going to be using. Now, I just quick grabbed a can of this Hunt's pasta sauce with mushrooms. That's what we're going to be using on the very first layer. I grabbed some Italian seasoning. I have onion powder. I have some dried chopped onions, garlic powder, dried minced garlic, and my mushroom powder, because my husband's a mushroom lover. And oh yeah, we can't forget the star of the show, the mozzarella cheese. Okay, I put some of the Hunt's pasta sauce with mushrooms onto our dough. Now let's go ahead and spread it out. Now let's put some of the seasonings down. I'm going to grab some dried chopped onions. Now if you have dried peppers, go ahead, add that, or some dried mushrooms or fresh mushrooms. And I also forgot another star of the show. We're going to be using some pepperoni, so we're going to sit there, finish assembling our pizzas. I have all the seasonings. I also use some dried crushed red pepper flakes. So I'm going to sit there, go ahead and put my pepperoni on, and then we're going to put the cheese slices on. Okay, the pepperoni has been added. Now, let's add some slices of cheese because I don't have any grated mozzarella. I do have mozzarella cheese slices, so that's what we're going to put on ours. So now we're just going to sit there, let our pizza dough rise, and then up to the Instant Pot it goes, and we're going to see how this little experiment wanes out for us. Well, good looking. Are you ready to get going on the Instant Pot pizzas? 1 cup of water to the bottom of our Instant Pot. Now, with the trivet that came with my Instant Pot, I already went ahead. I made some makeshift straps to help lift up these pizzas, our little individual pizzas. Ooh. We're going to put that right on top of the trivet. But before this goes into our Instant Pot, I want to make a little tent that's going to go over the top of the pizzas so no steam can go onto our individual pizzas and get our pizza soggy. So I'm going to go. I have our tin foil here. Now we're just going to lay it down and somewhat make a loose tent. That way, when it's inside of our Instant Pot, our pizzas aren't going to get soggy. Now also make sure you have our straps all cleared. Okay, as you see, I have our straps to lift it in and out of our Instant Pot. I put a piece of tin foil over the top, and now we're just going to grab our straps and we're going to lower it right into our Instant Pot. So let me grab my straps. Okay, I got my straps. Like I say, this is to help lower and raise it out of our Instant Pot. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put this first individual pizza right into the bottom of our Instant Pot. And remember, it's already on that trivet. There it is down on the inside of our Instapot. Now we're going to put our Instapot lid on. You're going to make sure you close the valve, and then we're going to come over and push the manual button on. And at that time, we're going to sit there and set our time. Like I said, push your manual button, and we're going to put the time to 15 minutes. I'll see you in 15 minutes with our very first individual sized pizza. The Instapot just sounded off. Now we're going to come up and open up the vent and do a quick release. I'm going to come down and I'm going to turn off the Instapot. Ooh, does that smell good? So, and if you want to take a wager, is this going to sit there and work out, or is it going to be a bust? I don't know. Let's find out together. So now all the pressure has been released. I'm going to sit there and open up my Instapot. Now remember, always, always, always open the Instapot lid away from you. And we're going to lift our pizza right out. Put it onto pot holders. Now, we're going to carefully remove our tin foil that we put down. Okay, it kind of stuck in some areas. So that tells me one thing. We're going to have to coat the inside of our tent with just a little bit of oil for next time. Let's go ahead and show you how. The cheese did stick, so I would suggest coating the inside with a little bit of that cooking spray. That way, none of your cheese or anything gets stuck to our tent. Okay, I'm going to grab our individual pizza off of our trivet tray. Like I said, see, you can see where it's stuck. So, please be sure to sit there and coat the inside of your aluminum foil tent with some no-stick cooking spray or some oil. That way the cheese does not get stuck on. Now I'm just going to move this over to our platter over here. I'm going to cut it up and we're going to sample it. Okay, I cut it all up. Now, let's go call the big kahuna in so he can give this a sample right along with me. And we're going to give our honest opinions if this was a flop or if it's a win-win pizza dinner. So, hey, Big Haroon, are you hungry?
Yes.
You want some pizza?
Yes.
Do you want some Instapot pizza?
Yes, Mama.
Okay, you heard him. So, I'm going to give him a slice.
Thank you, Mom.
There you go. I'm going to set the plate down. I'm going to grab a slice for myself. Ooh, look at that.
It's really good, Ma.
It is. Mmm. You know, it's not the traditional way of making pizza, but it's a way that you can have pizza in the Instapot. Now, it gives you a real nice soft crust. So if you're looking for that crispy crust, you ain't going to get it here. I would sit there and say that you get a soft steamed crust, which isn't that bad, really. But yeah, it's doable, so it's a win-win pizza dinner. Okay, let's put the tin foil onto the pizza. Put the foil back over our pizza. And off to the Instapot, this one goes. There's Instapot pizza number 3. And there is pizza number 4. And there's pizza number 4. So I hope that you're glad that I brought you along to sit there and see the whole process of what I may go through when I am testing recipes for the Instapot, such as Instapot pizza. Now, let's go through the list of ingredients that we all used. Of course, I used some homemade bread dough. We used dried minced garlic. I used Hunt's pasta sauce. I used the mushroom. We put some mushroom powder on. We used onion powder, red pepper flakes, Italian seasoning, chopped onion, and of course, garlic powder, and pepperoni and mozzarella cheese. And it was all done in the Instapot. So I hope you enjoyed today's recipe, especially with I show you what's all put into testing out recipes for our Instapots. As you've seen, I've done 4 individual pizzas. That way you could sit there and see each one. Now, if you liked what you saw here today and you would like to see a lot more recipes in the process of being tested out for the Instapot, please leave a comment down below. I would love to hear if you guys enjoyed seeing the procedures that I all go through in testing out recipes for them and bringing you all along and showing you all the work that is put into one of the videos. And if you like this recipe, give me a big old thumbs up. If you're not yet a subscriber to my channel, go up, hit that subscribe. Go up, hit that subscribe button, tap that little bell. That way you always be notified every time I do put out a new video. And as always, here's to happy cooking, but better yet, happy eatings. Y'all come back now. You hear?